I talked to a man in India, and he was having a hard time with the feminist agenda in India. And his daughter, I can't remember the exact age, 9 to 12 years old, but she came home from school. There was a mother and a father and a brother and a girl. And one night they're having dinner, and the little girl said something to the effect of, women can do anything better than a man. And the father was like, well, tell me more about that. And she's like, well, it's just at school. I mean, everybody knows that a woman can do things better than a man, and girls are better than boys. And so he had to go through this whole thing. You know, like, can you tell me how your mom is better than me? She's like, well, not you, Dad. You're really cool, you know? And then he wanted to say, what about your brother? But that was a losing battle, because the brother is the worst person in the world, according to her. So then, you know, he went on to grandpa and uncle and the men. And she, at the end, said, you know, I guess it's wrong. So feminism is a big thing in schools. Okay, so this is a poster that is in some elementary schools right now. Know your A to Z's. Prevent violence against women. I don't have any problem with that, but we're talking elementary school. Challenge gender stereotypes and promote respect. A, ask women about their experiences of sexism and harassment. Really? That's what we want to do when you're in 5th grade? Okay, so here, I'm thinking about this. What if you said ask men about their experiences of sexism and harassment? What if you said, Johnny, so what's going on? Like, how have you been sexually harassed? He'd be like, I guess, I don't know. But I guess I have. Yeah, I mean, that time that Claire said that your butt stunk and whatever, like, that's harassment. So if we switch any of these to men, we'd be in an uproar. Believe reports of violence and sexual assault, offer support, not suspicion. What? Okay, so we're teaching women to believe that. Well, what about when someone says something about my husband? Am I supposed to believe that? Or your husband, or your dad? I think we have a pretty good country where we try to get to the bottom of things, but if you're a little kid, you're learning that it's just women, and then here, find a way to support women's choices, whatever they are. Whatever they are. Okay, well, here, let me see. Raising your children, K to 12, that's 15,000 hours. So maybe you're like, okay, well, that's just a stupid poster. I can absolutely combat that, and you probably absolutely can. But K to 12 is 15,000 hours. So Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book. It's not his Blink. It's not, maybe it's Outliers, but it's anyone can become an expert at anything with 10,000 hours. Okay? What are you an expert at from your K through 12 education? That's disappointing. I mean, they don't even teach you to be an expert at anything. But with little snippets of indoctrination, 15,000 hours certainly adds up. Okay, they're not at school. They're with you. Now you have an impact. It's true, except for the average person. I hate to talk about the CDC because I think they're kind of poopy farts. But 8 to 10 years old is 6 hours per day of screen time. So what are they seeing with their screen time? I don't know. I mean, I know there's parental locks and whatnot, but I mean, think about the 6 hours a day on a screen. If they're staring at that and then you like stop and interrupt and get their eye contact for 6 hours a day. Okay, 11 to 14, 9 hours a day. It gets worse. And then it gets a little bit better because they're a little bit more active in life. 15 to 18 years old, they're 7.5 hours. And that's not good. Okay, well, let's keep them off the screen. Okay, well, they're out in the world. So this is a new ad campaign in Canada, I think. Don't pay attention to this. The most loving gift you can give your first child is to not have another one. Oh, that's so sweet. So we're being infiltrated. We're being sold an agenda. So I thought, thinking about the Indian guy and my speech and my life and everything, I thought, well, I wonder how can we fight feminism? Okay, That's a good question. Google's smart, right? There's no agenda behind them. They're just fair, and it's all equality. So I went to Google and I said, how can parents fight feminism? How fight feminism? Number 1, feminist parenting, the fight for equality at home. Number 2, 6 ways to explain feminism to parents who just don't get it. Number 3, how feminist mothers can raise feminist sons. We need the patriarchy to defend the vicious feminists that want to eat you. That's not how it works. That is kind of how some people's brains work, but I don't want that. Number 5, gender equality starts at home. 7 tips for raising feminists. 6, a feminist guide to raising boys. Number 7, want to be a feminist parent? 4 goals to consider. How to raise a feminist child when your family doesn't like your feminism. And feminists forgot and fight for family values. Okay, so the stats are kind of weird on that. It's like 30 to 60% of women identify as a feminist. Then why 100% of the first page of Google is there all how to be a feminist? Do you guys know, this is stupid, but do you know where the best place in the world to hide a dead body is? It's the second page of Google, because no one ever goes there. So we have this, and that's why, so this is an agenda, I believe.